A first quarter blitz by the Hyderabad Falcons and an MVP performance from Alex Robinson were the highlights of night 2 of Inbl Pro U25. The Falcons opened with a 27-2 run to lead 34-11 after the first period, eventually cruising to a 96-71 victory over the Gujarat Stallions. On fire from outside, Robinson finished with 29 points, 9 rebounds and 5 assists, and led the Falcons to an impressive and important first up win. Tonight, it is the Punjab Warriors versus the Chennai Heat as Inbl Pro U25 continues its inaugural season. I'm Grantley Bernard in commentary with Ashwin Gopinath. And Ashwin, what do you expect tonight between the Punjab Warriors and Chennai Heat?
Punjab and Chennai traditionally are big enemies on the court. They do not like each other. They want to destroy each other on the court all the time. And I'm expecting a very close contest. We have the Chennai originals and the Punjab originals as well. And along with the international players, I think this is going to be a really close match today.
This will be the last game of the first round as such. After tonight's game, it means everyone will have played one game and we'll get another idea of how things are going to shape up across the season as it unfolds. This is the Chennai Heat lineup. The starting five is Duffelmeyer, Kumar, Chowdhury, Johnson and Arvinder Singh. And coming off the bench, some guys to watch will be Keith Kiner, Matt Gray and Jack Stanwicks. The Chennai Heat, they've got a decent lineup and they're coached by Everard Bartlett, who is a well-known New Zealand coach after a very good and long playing career in the Australian NBL and in his native New Zealand. Ashwin, Punjab have got some pretty high expectations, I believe, and let's get a look at their lineup if we can.
Punjab, the team today in blue, they have their starting lineup of number 5 Lucas Barker, number 8 Gurbaz Sandhu, Stokely Chaffee, Harshvardhan Tomar and Prince Mal Singh and the starting lineup, along with the substitutes Nitish Beniwal, Shubham Singh, Thomas Garrett, Uche Dibyamaka, Vaishak Manoj, Daane Samuel and Boston Maslin. They have an explosive lineup, good from the three-point line, along with a positive presence in the paint. I think it will be an inside-out battle and this will be one for the ages.
So there's the Punjab Warriors lineup, and for me the player to watch for Punjab is going to be Lucas Barker. He was the first player picked in the Inbl Pro U25 draft held last week. He's a 31-year-old point guard for the Frankston Blues in the Australian NBL 1. Last season averaging 14.2 points per game with 4.7 rebounds and 5.3 assists. And of note was his schooling was at Box Hill Secondary College, which is famous for having produced Ben Simmons, a former NBA number 1 draft pick, formerly of the Philadelphia 76ers, now of Brooklyn. The other player to watch on the Chennai Heat team will be Tad Duffelmeyer, 28-year-old guard. Last season with Dandenong Rangers in Australia, he averaged 17.9 points per game, 5.8 rebounds and 4.4 assists. He has had stints in the Australian NBL with Cairns and Adelaide. And of note for him, his father Tad played 179 games in the Australian NBL way back in the 80s and 90s for the Cannons and the Saints. We're near tip-off here. Ash, give me a prediction.
I think Chennai will win this by 5 points.
Okay, there you have it. There is the prediction. And we are almost ready to go. Like we said, this is going to give a good gauge of pretty much where everyone sits early in the piece.
I think both teams have enough depth in their squad. The starting lineups are strong. The benches are also strong. It'll end up being a run and gun game, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see which team grabs the offense first and makes sure that they get back on defense.
So the countdown is on for night 3. All right, so the countdown's gone and we've got blast off. It'll be Punjab in the light blue going to the right of your screen. Chennai obviously in the white with the orange trim. Barker comes around for the handoff. He looks to get to the rim, but he can't get it to go, and it's Chowdhury with the block.
Aggressive start by Punjab, making sure that they went straight to the basket. That's the right intention in this game.
That's going to be Barker. That's his trademark. He's going to be aggressive with the ball and try to get to the rim. He inbounds the ball, and it goes to Sandhu. Now inside to Singh. And they're going to say that Singh travelled after getting the catch in the post.
Smart move by number 16, Deepak Chowdhury, to pull the chair on Prince Pal while he was trying to initiate contact. Get the travel call.
This is Duffelmeyer with the ball for Chennai on their first offensive possession. Chowdhury goes for the 3 and gets nothing but air. And the ball will go back to Punjab. Chennai extends the defense. This is Stokely Chafee, one of the Americans in the Frankston lineup. Sorry, in the Punjab lineup. I say Frankston because Punjab has got coaches from Frankston. They've got 3 Frankston Blues players in the lineup. It's almost a pseudo Frankston lineup.
And they have wearing blue as well.
Yes, same colours. Exactly, good pickup. So that was Singh going up and had his shot knocked out of bounds. And we're still waiting for the first basket after almost a minute of play. Barker with the inbounds to Singh. Barker saves it, but only sends it to Duffelmeyer, and he goes the other way. And that was Chafee with a block. And the 3 comes up short again for Chennai. Now they work it. Another 3 goes up, and another 3 goes begging. This is Singh, can't get it to go.
Finally get the ball back, but a struggle to get to the front court for Punjab. That shot blocked out of there, sent to the empty row.
Barker to inbound, and this is Sandhu. The man in the corner is wide open, and that was Tomar, and he couldn't get it to go. There's plenty of offense, no scoring.
1 minute 40 seconds done within the first quarter, and no one's been able to score right now. I'm sure that things will change. Both teams are pretty defensive in their mindset.
Duffelmeyer guarded by Barker. This is Singh. He gets in the paint, but can't get to the rim. Shaquem Johnson came up empty with the shot. And Chennai, they continue to fire from outside. And finally, Arvinder Singh hits the 3 in the first basket of the game. 2 minutes 15 and the drought is over.
And finally, our first points come, courtesy a long 3 by Arvinder Singh alone.
Here's Stokely Chafee trying to get to the rim. And there was some contact, but the referees are going to say he fumbled the ball out of bounds. And the ball will go back to Chennai Heat. So we've gone about 2.5 minutes, and it's 3-0 to Chennai. Duffelmeyer works off a couple of ball screens and finds Johnson. Now it's Kumar into the corner, and that's Stanwicks who's checked in. His miss is rebounded by Shaquem Johnson, and he'll go to the free throw line to shoot a pair. I'll say one thing about Chennai, they're not shy about taking a three-point shot.
And it helps that they're getting all the offensive rebounds. It's really not helpful for Punjab that they're letting the defensive rebounds go. Defensive rebounds and turnovers, major stats for victory in any game.
So De'Arne Samuel checks in for the Punjab Warriors, replacing Tomar, as Johnson makes the first of two. An interesting free throw action, but it works. He makes them both.
As long as it works.
And it's 5-0 Chennai as Samuel goes to work and finds Chafee in the corner. Chafee's three is off, and Chennai pushes it back the other way in transition. That was Singh to Duffelmeyer, who couldn't get the finish. Now it's Barker up ahead to Chafee. Teammates in Australia, teammates in India, looking to combine. Samuel up top.
You're right, good Jack. You're on your own. What's the way right?
This is Singh. Pulls up firing and comes up short. Kumar got into the paint but only turned it over. And Barker looking for the first points for Punjab. Chafee with a long step, couldn't get the finish. Here's Johnson again. He can't get the finish. Barker pulls up for three in transition and he makes the bucket. And that's a big one for the Punjab Warriors to get them off the mark. There's been plenty of up and back, but not much in the bucket.
Seems like a regular cardio session at our local gym.
There's plenty of cardio right now as another turnover leads it to Stanwicks, who dishes to Johnson, who goes outside to Duffelmeyer for three. It does a lap of honour and comes out. Sandhu up top for Chafee. He measures the three. Duffelmeyer up ahead to Stanwicks. Stanwicks works off a ball screen. Spins, gets the man in the air and throws it out of bounds.
$5 move, 50-cent finish. He tried a lot to get that ball straight through but passed off.
And we've got mass substitutions going both ways. And we've got a timeout called by the Chennai Heat, which is probably understandable after a couple of ruddy possessions in a bit of a disjointed opening by both teams, it is fair to say. And we are going to head down to listen to the Chennai Heat coach, Everard Bartlett.
First screener who's going that slips goes to the dunker shadow. Yep, to the dunker shadow. Defensively, just get back, making sure we're protecting that red zone. And you're going to talk more, fellas. Quiet.
Okay, let's go down to Drew Barman on the sidelines and hear what Andrew Harms had to say to his Punjab Warriors.
Coach Andrew Harms is not too happy with the lack of intensity on defensive rebounding. They said he has to limit their second chance points, and right off the play, he called that play. He called that play in the timeout, and they ran that to absolute perfection. Back to you, Grant.
And out of that timeout, De'Arne Samuel with the easy layup to tie the game at 5 apiece. But just like that, Duffelmeyer unties it to make it 7-5 for Chennai.
Execution
Maslin
after
in the game. And this is Dibiamaka with a bit of a circus trick to get the finish. So the two players coming off the bench for Punjab have had an immediate impact.
execution after timeout, one of the most important factors for any coach. They need to know that their players can run the play that they have designed.
Samuel couldn't get the finish there, and Chennai comes back the other way, and that's Stanwick's firing from 3, and Samuel comes up with another rebound. He has made an instant impact off the bench with a bucket and a couple of rebounds and a pretty decent screen there for Boston Maslin to work off. This is Uche Dibiamaka with the ball. He's probing, and the shot clock was about to run out, but the ball is stripped, and it's Duffelmeyer. He finds his man, and that's a nice, could have been a nice finish by Arvinder Singh. Operation successful, patient died. This is Dibiamaka pulling up, firing, and hitting for the Punjab Warriors. Again, the impact off the bench. Stanwicks gets it to Malok Majak, and he makes the bucket. So suddenly the players coming into the game are making their presence felt.
Absolutely. They were hungry on the court, hungry on the bench. Now they just want to get on the court and make an impact as soon as possible.
So they're going to call the foul there on Jack Stanwicks. He possibly felt he could have drawn the charge, but the call went the other way as the teams go to the bench again and bring in some fresh legs. It's 10-9 for the Chennai Heat with 2:37 left in the first quarter. The ball comes into Maslin. Now it's Sandhu on the wing for Punjab. He pulls up and fires from deep and hits the 3. Gurbaz Sandhu, who I hear has now just picked up the Australian nickname of Baz. Stanwicks gets to the rim at the other end. So now, after a few misfires, it's bucket for bucket and everyone's scoring. But off the turnover, bang! There goes Keith Kiner with the throwdown. All of a sudden, this game's come to life.
Suddenly they can't miss a bucket. They could make one in the first 5 minutes, now they can't miss one.
This is Chafee up top for Boston Maslin. Maslin probing, spinning. This is Baz. He misfires. And Chennai comes back the other way. This is Arvinder Singh. Gets his man in the air and gets to the rim for a nice layup finish. That's good basic basketball with the pump fake and get into the paint and get to the rim. It's Chennai by 4, 16-12. This is Dibiamaka. That's a nice dish to the big man inside, and it's Harshward Tomar with the easy finish. Cuts the gap to 2 as we go inside the last minute of the first quarter. Stanwicks gets to the baseline, gets it to the corner and the ball swings to Kiner. He can't make it go, and Dibiamaka comes up running and firing ahead to Baz. Majak measured it but couldn't finish. And the save only ends up in a transition opportunity for Punjab. Stokely Chafee with the finish at the opposite end. As we come down to the last possession of the quarter, with the game tied at 16. This is Majak with the ball up top. Now Kumar to Singh. He fires and breaks the tie with perfect timing. As we get to the end of the first quarter, with the Chennai Heat ahead, 18-16. And after some really good up and down, I'm going to take a breather and let Ashwin Gopinath talk us through a little bit of that action.
Perfect pronunciation, Grant. A first half full of missed buckets, completely two different halves in a quarter. That's how I would put it. First, both teams struggling to score, couple of minutes of no score, and then they sort of figured out their offense. The bench comes in, provides a much needed boost to the running, the defensive rebounding. Everything has improved in the second half of the first quarter.
So as we look back at the first quarter, and the leading scorer for the Punjab Warriors is Uche Dibiamaka with 4 points on a perfect 2 of 2 shooting. Lucas Barker has 3, as does Gurbaz Sandhu. While for the Chennai Heat, Arvinder Singh has 7, and there are several contributors with single buckets, including Majak, who has 3. As we said, there was a lot of wastage, but some good finishing. Let's listen to Everard Bartlett of the Chennai Heat.
Yeah, so the coach quickly emphasized on how everyone should defend well on the one-on-one situations and force the shot. That's where they come through and put the pressure on the opposition, and he wants them to play with the same intensity throughout the game.
All right, let's go down to Ryan James' sideline.
Yeah, the coach is quickly telling the players to ensure that in the 1v1 situations, that's where they have to force the shot. And that's when the good defense of the team comes through. And it is important for them to stay together and play with the same intensity throughout the game.
All right, thank you, Ryan, as we start the second quarter with Chennai up 18-16 and the first possession. This is Kumar to Kiner, and Kiner is out of bounds. Tommy Garrett, number 10, has checked in for Punjab for his first action. Another Frankston Blues player. And this is Lucas Barker firing from 3. Couldn't get it to go, but Chafee tidies up and gets the ball to roll. And we'll go to the line for an and 1. It's going to be interesting to see how much they play and rely on the Frankston combination for the Punjab lineup.
I think it'll be impossible to not do it, as they are all from that legacy Frankston. I have not seen any of the Frankston plays, but I trust my friend to tell me about those. He misses the free throw in that time. Chennai pushing the ball up.
So this is Duffelmeyer. And this is Arvinder Kumar firing and hitting. He certainly is playing with some confidence. Arvinder Singh. Arvind Kumar. Barker. Found Garrett cutting hard to the ball, but there was a foul committed. So it's Chennai with a slim lead, 21-18, early in the third quarter. Barker up top. Garrett comes off the ball screen, finds the roller, and that's good basic basketball with Principal Singh fouled on the finish, and he will go to the line. Ashwin, tell us a bit about Principal Singh.
Principal Singh is one of India's biggest talents. He had a contract with the G League team for Sacramento, won the Summer League with them, and like one of the standout performers in the national games.
As he makes the first to cut the margin to 2, and he has a chance to cut it to 1, which he does. And we've got a sub for Chennai, and we're going to get Arvinder Singh checking in for Deepak Chowdhury. Duffelmeyer with the ball for Chennai. Comes off the double screen, gets to the rim and finishes. They're going to have to do a better job on that interior defense and rim protection. Otherwise, Duffelmeyer is just going to keep tearing them apart on that action. This is Barker to Garrett. Comes off the screen and the dump, but can't get the finish from Manoj. Barker fires and comes up empty. And the referee whistles a stoppage while Keith Kiner does up his shoelaces. What do you make of the early minutes of the second period, Ash?
I think Chennai has come in with an intention to score, to make sure that they don't let away any easy buckets.
This is Duffelmeyer working off the ball screen action again. Singh up top and firing, but not hitting. Garrett for Punjab. Firing from deep, Garrett, and gets the roll. The ball had a couple of laps to have a look and decided to drop. And Tommy Garrett ties it at 23 with about 7.5 minutes left in the half. Duffelmeyer, we've seen this play before, but Punjab does a much better job on defense and meets him at the rim. Barker gets it to his big man Singh. Singh fires for 3 and can't get it to go. Garrett hustled after the offensive board, and it's ricocheted off his hand and gone out of bounds. It'll be a Chennai basketball. Principal Singh, he's a big man, but he doesn't mind firing the 3.
It's 2025. Nobody minds firing a 3 right now. It's those mid-ranges which I'm always worried when people take those.
This is Jack Stanwicks. Now onto Kumar and onto Johnson and onto Majak. Johnson again. Looks to break down his man one-on-one. Spins, but he's covered. But gets the reverse finish and the foul, and will go to the line for the 3-point play. The Chennai Heat figure that if they can get Principal Singh in a one-on-one situation, they're going to try and isolate him and attack the rim. So Arne Samuel checks back in. For the Punjab Warriors, and they'll be hoping that he can give them the same sort of energy and injection of offense that he did in the first quarter. So they complete the 3-point play, and Chennai is ahead 26-23. Here's Samuel, double team, out to Barker up top. probing, but can't get into the paint. That's tough defense from Stanwicks, but the referee is going to rule that it was illegal defense and calls the foul on Stanwicks. It was interesting that in a timeout that Everard Bartlett told his players they would double Samuel anytime he caught the ball, and that was exactly what happened on that possession, and they made life pretty tough for him. So before Punjab can inbound the ball, Andrew Harms has called a timeout, and he's going to try and set something up with 14 seconds on the shot clock. And let's head down sideline and into the Punjab Warriors huddle and see what Coach Andrew Harms is going to draw up for his team.
Let's go the Iverson action. Hey, Iverson action. So we've got 5 and 1, 3. Let's get this screening action with the 2. Yep. 1, I want you to be able to. So we're going to go here. The 1. As we're doing that thing, I want you to, as he goes past, I want you to enter it into here. Yep. And this will be you. Yep. And I want to see us be able to get that wrap in for a layup. Make sense? Yep. So that'll be you. Yep. Coming in for that wrap in. So that's Lucas. To you, you're looking at that wrap around for the layup. Yep. So you're here wrapping tight around here for the layup. Yep. Yeah, he'll come through. Yeah. Hey, last one on that drag, pick and roll. We've got to do a better job of making sure we're not giving up a driving lane. Let's go. Jump on 3. 1, 2, 3. Go.
All right, let's go down to Ryan on the sidelines.
Man who's going to constantly stay on him. Additionally, he's asked Arvinder to follow up on the 3-point shots. He wants him to close up the gap and not give in open 3-point shots for the Punjab side.
So they inbound the ball to Barker, and this is Samuel. The shot clock is at 7. They need to get busy. They swing it to Garrett, back to Barker, and his shot is blocked by Jack Stanwicks, and he goes the other way, but can't finish. It was like Barker slipping over, distracted him, and he miscued.
That's what it looks like from here, that he fell down to distract. And you can see that on the replay as well. That's an interesting strategy.
That is a unique defensive play. Wholly unintentional, but effective. As we get towards 6 minutes left in the second quarter, and it's the Chennai Heat 26, the Punjab Warriors 23. Dibby Amaka is back in the game, and he inbounds to Gurbaz Sandhu, who is immediately stripped, but regains possession. What one gives, one gets back. Wow, Gurbaz Sandhu, I'll get it right in a minute. Gurbaz Sandhu gets to the rim for a nice finish. Johnson, and now it's Stanwicks, working off the ball screen. Taking on Barker, he pulls up firing, and it is short. Barker to Dibby Amaka. Can't get into the paint, but Barker curls, and he can. Now to the open man in the corner. And Gurbaz Sandhu comes up well empty on that. This is Shaquem Johnson, and he found the crease in the lane and got to the basket for the finish. Puts Chennai up by 3. Barker, Dibby Amaka, and that's a nice simple finish. A good hard cut, a good crisp pass, and the finish at the rim, and it brings the Punjab Warriors within 1. But just as equally good is that finish from Arvinder Singh. Tell these teams, they are going up and down.
Ole defense at play there. People just letting everyone go through. I think it'll straighten up a little bit in the third quarter. Right now they're still sort of feeling each other, seeing what they can get.
Here's Divya Marker firing from deep. And De'Arne Samuel comes up with the offensive rebound but can't control it, and it goes out of bounds. And with that, we have got substitutions both ways. Among them, Keith Kiner comes back in for Chennai, and Tad Duffelmeyer also for Chennai. Duffelmeyer has been very active, as he is again here. Firing from deep, but can't get it to go. And Divya Marker comes up with the ball for Punjab Warriors. A little scrappy on the finish, as was that, as Boston Maslin tries to get the finish and doesn't get the call. Coach Andrew Harms believing he should have, unsurprisingly. Singh swings it to Matthew. Samuel with the long outlet, and here's our man Baz. Gurbaz Sandhu with the easy finish on the run out. They're the sort of easy buckets you want, right?
Absolutely, transition buckets, the easiest ones. No defense there. Sajjan did try to block it though. He did try to go up right there, but Baz is a little bit faster.
Samuel with another rebound, and he gets the ball back on the pick and roll action, and he's going to go to the free throw line. De'Arne Samuel, without being disrespectful, doesn't look in the best shape right now, but he is having a big impact on this game.
Effectiveness percentage much better than body fat percentage. I think he's been doing a great job because he's ensured that nobody comes into the paint without getting a touch of him, without getting a feel of him. That's what he's done. He's made the paint a sacred place.
So Samuel makes the first. Samuel was most recently playing in Japan's B3 league with Okayama, where he averaged 13 points a game and 4.6 rebounds. He's had stints in the Australian NBL and has played for the junior and senior New Zealand national teams. Chennai comes up with a rebound, but is only followed by a turnover. Maslin goes inside, and on cue, there's De'Arne Samuel. Maslin gets a piece of that pass from Duffelmeyer, and it goes out of bounds as Chennai goes to the bench to bring in some fresh legs, including Shaquem Johnson. 16 seconds on the shot clock and 2.5 minutes on the game clock as we get close to halftime. Kumar goes down low to Kiner, and Kiner hits the turnaround jumper. That's a nice bucket from Kiner, and he ties the game at 32. Divya Marker works off Samuel's ball screen and fires the three, but can't get it to go. Kumar to Duffelmeyer. Duffelmeyer fires and gets nothing but net. If Punjab doesn't find Duffelmeyer in transition, they're going to be in trouble.
Absolutely, that was one of the most prettiest shots that I've seen. Back-to-back pretty shots, a turnaround, a baseline turnaround jumper and a swish, absolute swish.
So Chennai comes up running again. Kumar finds Kiner on the perimeter and he makes the three. So it's back-to-back threes for Chennai Heat. Something of a Chennai Heat check, perhaps.
Whoa.
And the Heat lead 38-32 with about a minute to go as Divya Marker makes a nice finish at the rim for Punjab. After a few miscues by each team, we've come alive yet again. This is Kiner. To Kumar. To Johnson. And into the corner to Chowdhury, who can't finish. And there's our man Samuel yet again. Boston Maslin from the concession stand with a long three. And here's Johnson going up and is met by Singh, and Johnson will go to the free throw line. Say one thing for both teams, they're not shy with the three-point shot.
You've got to have the 3-point in your arsenal if you want to win games at this level, or you need to have crazy defense. Chennai ensuring that they can do both.
And before those free throws happen, we've got a timeout called by the Punjab Warriors. Let's go into their huddle and hear Coach Andrew Harms.
So we want one good one here. So let's go to our 30 and let's reject. Yep, so that's you, Boston, on the reject. Let's have you, Uche, at the one. Yep. So we're going to probably take that off at about 15 seconds. You're going to reject that. Yep. And then we're getting into that flat pick and roll. Yep. So make sure you're, where are you, Stoke? Let's put you in this. So let's make sure you're that first screener. So then you're out. Yep. So we're going to get out, in, and we're into our Spain action. Make sense? Yep. Make sure you're attacking downhill. Yep. Here we go. Come on.
So, coming out of the timeout, after Chennai's free throws, make or miss, if Punjab comes up with the ball, basically what Andrew Harms wants is to work the shot clock down as deep as he can and then try and get his man off a ball screen and get to the rim, either to finish or draw a foul. Let's see if that eventuates. As Johnson comes up well short on the first free throw.
I'll get a timeout if he makes it.
He makes the second, and Chennai is up by 2. And now we've got a timeout by the Chennai Heat, and Everard Bartlett will set his defense and try and guess as to what the Punjab Warriors are about to try and deliver. Let's have a listen to Coach Everard Bartlett of the Chennai Heat.
They got number 8 in and they got number 9 in. So they are going to be running something with number 9 on the ball and having those two shooters spot up. All right? If Stoke sets the screen with you, switch it with Jack.
Okay.
Switch it because Jack's strong enough.
I'm on Uche.
Huh? You're on Uche.
Okay.
He's on Uche. He's strong enough to mark him in the post. We've got Jack.
Okay.
If your man sits it on Jack, okay, you're staying in drops. You're trying to get back in front. Okay, you're trying to get back in front. All right, here we go.
Stop right here, y'all.
Team on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Team.
And so as we come out of that, Everard Bartlett has had a decent insight into what he thinks Punjab is going to do. And basically he wants rim protection for the man coming off the on-ball screen and trying to attack the rim. And they bring full court defense to make it as hard as they can. This is Dibi Amaka for Punjab. Working up top, guarded by Standards. He gets the ball screen from Chafee. There's the dump, and there's the bad miss by Singh at the rim. Chennai with one last chance, cough it up. And Punjab will have 1.6 seconds to get a prayer up. Maslin from half court, can't get it to go. So, that sends us to half-time with the Chennai Heat leading 39-37. As we check the scorers, for Chennai, Arvinder Singh has 9 and Tat Dupelmeyer has 7 and Shaquem Johnson 8. And while for Punjab, it's Uche Divyamaka with 8 and Gurbaz Sandhu with 7. As we look at some of the highlights of the first half, and Ashwin, give us your thoughts of what you saw in the first 20 minutes.
A lot of three-pointers, a lot of good defense, a lot of buckets there for the Indians, for the foreign players, and that is more or less the story of this half. But
all right, let's go to Ryan, who's got Everard Bartlett.
We're joined by the head coach of the Chennai Heat, Coach Bartlett. In that last play there, you noticed a substitution and you immediately called a timeout. Take us through what went in your mind.
Oh, it's about matchups out there right now. So we had to regroup and make sure that we put the best matchup for that defensive play. Coach called a timeout right there, so we knew that he was drawing up something to get his main guys a look. So, yeah, I felt that I need to do the same.
All right, Coach, thank you so much and all the best for the second half.
No worries, thank you.
That's all from the ground. We will quickly move into a break and be right back.
Okay, so welcome back to THYAGRAJ Sports Complex and Inbl Pro U25. It's half time here and the Chennai Heat leads the Punjab Warriors 39-37. As we recap the scorers, it's Uche Divyamaka with 8 for Punjab and Gurbaz Sandhu 7. While for Chennai, it's been Arvinder Singh with 9, Tad Duffelmeyer with 7 and Keith Kiner with 7. And Ashwin Duffelmeyer has been pretty productive and there's been a big input from Deane Samuel for Punjab as well.
Absolutely, a lot of scoring in that half we saw. Up and down game, but that's life. We sometimes get those buckets, sometimes the ball gets turned over. But a lot of basketball left in this game. Still, I think both teams will be interested in making sure that they don't give away the easy buckets. Because the easy buckets are not just easy points, it's very demoralizing for the opponent. Because they're like, where is the defense? A lot of energy from the bench. And a lot of internal defense by Principal, making sure that they are scared to come inside.
And there's Divyamaka. And let's go down to Ryan James, who has got Mumbai Titans head coach Thomas Royakas.
We're joined by the head coach of the Mumbai Titans, Mr. Thomas. Coach Thomas, take us through your thoughts on this match so far. It's been an interesting game and your team was in a similar situation, so it's a close game now. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think both teams are playing pretty well. It's pretty even. Got some really Indian talent out here. I'm looking forward to the second half.
Interesting. So in a situation like this, as a coach, what are the words that you would put through to your team, especially a team that is trailing right now at halftime? What would you ask them to change up?
Well, probably the most important thing that I would say is just play our game, right? Whatever that is. For us, that is, we're trying to play fast and trying to be disruptive on defense. It's a close game, you know, so anything can happen.
Interesting. Now, apart from this game, of course, your team played the opening night. So after that performance, how has your team regrouped? I'm sure you would have gotten a lot more time to interact with the players. So how has that been so far?
It's been great, right? So the first game for us was tough because we had five guys in practice, so we didn't really knew what we were doing. Guys did pretty well. So far we had really good practice sessions, so I think we should be able to play much better the second game.
Last question before I let you off. How has the experience been so far, the atmosphere of the Inbl Pro Under-25?
Oh, it's fantastic. You know, Indian people are really friendly. You know, they put us up in a great hotel. The organization is great. Fans, you know, are really hopefully enjoying the game. The games are close. So, yeah, so far it's been an awesome experience.
So thank you so much, Coach Thomas, and all the best for the rest of the season. That's all from here. Over to Dhruv.
First of all, I want to say that these kids behind me are having an absolute blast. The first half was full of so much action, so much physicality, and these kids are absolutely loving it. It gets super loud in here. A little update on the Punjab Warriors. Harshvardhan Tomar, their star center, has a little bit of a fever. I think I could see him on the sidelines just lying down on the floor. So a little to hear about that in the next half. I don't know if he's going to be back. And the Punjab coach was happy, but he said they can do a much better job with not giving the Chennai Heat second chance points. And as soon as they rebound the ball, they need to push the pace. I think there's too much standing around, not enough boxing out. So that's something we can see some more of in the second half.
Okay, so let's have a look at the plays of the first half, and there were a few to choose from, not least of all with Barker and others firing from deep. Divyamaka there pulling up and hitting, and kind of throwing down a nice dunk and enjoyed it.
Absolutely. Nobody loves a dunk more than me. And on the other end, again, baskets. Making sure that the defense has no option but to sort of foul them, going at Principal. That's always something that you can do. Fast break, layups, just making sure that the scoreboard ticks along, making the easy buckets, making the long threes. game going as planned for the team from Chennai and the team from Punjab.
So we've seen Duane Samuel featuring in those highlights, and he came off the bench with instant impact for the Punjab Warriors, and in just under 11 minutes of game time he has 5 points on 2 of 3 shooting and 6 rebounds, so he's certainly making his presence felt for Punjab in more ways than one.
Gurbaz Sandhu on the other hand doing similar things for Punjab in the starting lineup. We have a lot more basketball left to go in this game though. Let's see what more they can do.
We'll be back more after this break of Inbl Pro U25. And welcome back to THYAGRAJ Sports Complex and the second half of this game between the Punjab Warriors and the Chennai Heat, with the Heat leading 39-37. And Lucas Barker with the first possession finds Dibiamaka on the wing. Chafee sets the ball screen and Dibiamaka uses it. Back out top for Barker as the shot clock goes to 8. He loses the handle and Chennai come up running with Duffelmeyer. Kumar found Shaquem Johnson, who missed the first but somehow made the second. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. And Chennai leads by 4. This is Chafee coming up empty and Duffelmeyer pushing. That is a great lead pass to Johnson and he couldn't finish. Here's Chafee down low. Barker for 3. In and out. Chafee fights for the offensive rebound and gets it and draws the foul into the bargain.
Punjab looks like they have come in ready to prove a point. They did not like going into that half with a 2-point deficit.
The ball comes into Barker. Dibiamaka back to Barker. Barker drives and gets the finish. And cuts the margin to 2. The Chennai Heat on top, 41-39. Duffelmeyer with a mismatch. Can't break down his man, and the ball swings to Stanwicks at the top. He tries to penetrate and pulls up with a fall-away jumper that is short. Sandhu. Chafee to Barker. Sandhu. Shot clock at 2, and Chafee gets the finish as the shot clock was set to expire. Nonetheless, Chafee ties the game at 41. So after a bit of a blowout last night, we've got another tight one on our hands here in night 3 of Inbl Pro U25. Johnson goes to work down low and couldn't get the little jump hook to finish. And the ball goes out of bounds and will go back to Punjab. Punjab look a little energised early in this quarter.
Come out of the timeout with intention, tied up the game, 41 all. 7 minutes, 15 seconds left in this quarter.
Dibiamaka goes to Singh, who gives it to Barker. He drives and can't get the finish, but is fouled. And they're going to say that foul belongs to Keith Kiner. And Barker will go to the free throw line, looking to give Punjab a lead. There's no question that Barker is going to try and get into the paint as much as he can as he misses the first free throw. (41-41) with a little more than 7 minutes left to go in the third, and he makes the second to put Punjab ahead. Duffelmeyer working. Johnson. Kiner. Back to Duffelmeyer. Shot clock at 10. Duffelmeyer pulls from deep and can't get it to go. Singh might have got a fingertip on that. At the other end, it's Sandhu coming up short. And Kiner with the rebound. Shaquem Johnson. Kumar firing. And that is going to come off Gurbaz Sandhu and go out of bounds. So Chennai with the ball on the baseline. They've got 14 seconds on the shot clock. They swing it in to Kumar. Stanwicks fires and came up short, and maybe there was another deflection on that. Chafee trying to bull his way to the basket and draws a foul. Again on Kaina. As Punjab brings in some fresh legs, including the Arne Samuel and Tommy Garrett. It's Punjab on top, 42-41, with a little over 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Barker looking to inbound, and he does to Sandhu. Sandhu to Garrett. Barker. Shot clock at 8. That's good on-ball defense as Garrett comes up firing, comes up short, and the ball comes off Samuel's leg and out of bounds for a Chennai possession. A little untidy here at the moment, but still a nice tight game.
Absolutely, just a 1-point game. There is still a lot of game left in this match. Both teams trying to figure out what their strategy is going to be for this third quarter. Some substitutions are in. They need to fill their time. They need to figure out what to do.
Matthew throws it in to Kaina, and it comes out to Singh, who fires, and the bank is open for Arvinder Singh to make a deposit. That's a big bucket for Chennai as Punjab swings the ball and Sandhu fires from deep. Barker into Samuel down low, and his pass, or attempted pass at least, is deflected out of bounds, and Punjab will have the ball with 5 seconds on the shot clock. So they're going to have to come up with something pretty quick here as Garrett gets the catch and is guarded well in the corner by Arvinder Singh. And this is Singh on the trail, going up and getting a foul, and he will go to the line. Arvinder Singh on that defensive possession used his length superbly.
Blocked that shot to great effect, initiated the fast break on the other end and almost had a poster on the other end as well. Just a little bit unlucky, but I think I have seen him complete that dunk on many national games, so I'm expecting at least one dunk from him today.
Well, Chennai will be hoping for at least one free throw right now as he misses the first. And he does get the second, and that puts Chennai up by 4 with all the 4s on the clock. 4:44 left at 44 against 42. This is Boston Maslin with the ball for Punjab, guarded by Stanwicks. Garrett, closely guarded. Almost a turnover, but Maslin comes up with it, only to shoot an air ball. Chennai with possession and hoping they can increase their narrow lead as it stands right now, as Punjab goes to the bench and brings in Principal Singh. Both teams have got some size, especially among the local players. So it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches use those guys in their rotations. This is Kumar with the ball. Kaina gets it to Johnson, and Johnson doesn't get the finish, and they're going to say that Kumar's tip-in won't count. they're going to go back and make the call on the play against Johnson as he went to the rim. That's what you call a late whistle.
I'll get a timeout.
Johnson makes the first and nudges Chennai's lead to 3. He makes the second and the lead is 4. And with that, Chennai Heat coach Everard Bartlett has called a timeout to make sure his team is set for the next defensive possession. Let's go down to the timeout and hear what Everard Bartlett has got in store for the Chennai Heat.
Hopefully you can see it. Vin is a point, but we want to help him out. All right, so if he has to bring it up, I want you to try and, if Dane's marking you, who's he marking?
Can you hear me?
Who's he marking? So Shaq, I want you to be a release pass for Arvin so he doesn't get pressure. So I want you to get it to him because Dane ain't gonna try and play full court on him. And if he does, he's gonna get right past him. So just give it up, run to here, and we can just go straight into our flow side to side. Okay?
Keep it up. High intensity, y'all.
Team on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Team. Let's go.
All right, so we have heard from Everard Bartlett of the Chennai Heat. Let's go down to the sideline and Drew Barman to hear what the Punjab Warriors coach Andrew Harms had to say in his timeout.
And Coach Andrew Harms wants to focus physicality. That's all he has said. He's immensely focused on that. And he says the guards need to set the screens and roll to the rim also. It's not just the bigs. Thank you.
Thanks, Drew. And I think that's reading the game from the referee's perspective. They do tend to let it go, and so he's going to encourage his team to fight fire with fire, but they come up empty on their first offensive possession out of the timeout. And this is kind of for Chennai, and he's called for an offensive foul, extending the armbar to push off the defender. The referees do tend to let it become a physical game.
Absolutely. We can't have wissy fouls in the INBL. We need players to be able to associate a little bit of physicality on the defensive end, but not too much and not an unfair advantage.
This is Maslin to Chafee, and they're going to say that Chafee travelled as he came out of the pick and roll action. Might have got away with that in the NBA, but not in the INBL Pro U25.
No, sir.
So we've got 3.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Chennai ahead by 4 as Majak gets to the rim and gets the finish. Malok Majak for Chennai. Now up by 6 as Dibiamaka comes the other way for the Punjab Warriors. This is Maslin up top. Chafee can't corral the pass from Maslin. And Chennai comes back the other way. But turnover leads to turnover. Dibiamaka to Chafee. And Chafee with a big throwdown. So Chafee, that dunk may just give the Punjab Warriors a little bit of energy, a little bit of momentum, and a little bit of a spark as they try to close the 4-point gap with 2.5 minutes to go. A nice highlight, Ash.
I absolutely love a poster dunk, especially this is player to player, almost chest to chest. He looked at him and said, "Catch this."
Here's Chafee, and he gets it to Sandhu, but Sandhu turns it over. And here's Kiner coming the other way, and he throws down the dunk. Maslin under pressure, keeps the ball alive and gets it to Dibiamaka. This is Chafee. He's stripped. And now Chennai can come back the other way and steady a little. Shaquem Johnson to Kumar. Johnson goes in the post to Majak. Finds the open man in the corner and bang! Sejin Matthew hits the 3 for Chennai. That's a big offensive possession for Chennai after that dunk from Chafee might have given Punjab a little jab in the arm. But Punjab have called timeout and Andrew Harms wants to settle his team as we come down to 1:20 left in the quarter. Let's hear what he's got to say.
With the ball. Anytime we get a post look, it's a small. So you've got to keep that chin to your shoulder, make sure you're aggressive. Guys have got to get to receiver spots. If he turns his back, we've got to have some pressure on the rim. Yeah. For us, we don't need to make back this score in this little next couple of minutes here. We just need to continue to keep executing. Defensively, we want to make sure, again, we're back, we're containing, and then we're off our man a little bit. There's a lot of hugging going on. As we get tired, we're hugging. Stay with our structure defensively. Offensively, let's keep some of those snaps getting you coming downhill, and let's look at some of those 30s and diamonds, yeah? Here we go. Come on.
Good job on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Good job. Wait, 1 minute, boys.
Okay, let's go down to the sidelines to Ryan James and hear what Everard Bartlett had to say to the Chennai Heat.
Looked at the players and he in verbatim said everything is generated from the defense, and he wants the players to be strong on the defense, which is going to lead to good offense. And he also asked the players, what if we converted all of our layups, we would have had a bigger lead by now. That's all from here.
All right, so the Warriors come out of the timeout, and it's Dibiamaka with that same move as he had in the first half, where he flashed from the weak side and got the pass and the finish. This is Johnson spinning and finishing for Chennai. And that's a quick answer to the Warriors. It's Chennai 55-46, and we've got 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Maslin working up top. Dibiamaka rejects the screen, and the ball is deflected out of bounds with 4 seconds on the shot clock. Maslin to inbound for Punjab. And they come up firing, but short through Sandhu. As Johnson to Kiner from the wing for Chennai, and that is a big, big 3 for Chennai and Keith Kiner. Here's Punjab with the last possession of the quarter. Maslin to Chafee. He gets the rim but can't finish, and Chennai will get a chance with the shot with the clock running down, but they come up short, and wow, what a finish to the quarter by the Chennai Heat as they lead 58-46. That was a frantic few minutes of basketball. The Chennai Heat outscoring the Warriors 19-9 for the third quarter. And Ash, that might have set up a victory coming their way.
With a 3. Hey, great job on that defensive end, okay? And helping out on those rebounds. Perfect. Fellas. I'm gonna it's our ball. Our first play, we're gonna go stacks. Stacks. So T, get Jack, pass it in.
Okay, so as we said, a 19-9 quarter by the Chennai Heat. and they really put it to the Punjab Warriors.
Ironically, I feel that Stokely's dunk may have given the boost to the Chennai Heat to be like, if you think you can dunk on us, we can score layups, we can score three-pointers, and we can get defensive stops on the other end. Sometimes that is what happens, that you're like, oh, you think you can dunk and you can scare us? No, we are the Chennai Heat. We have seen dunks before. It's just 2 points. It's nothing big for us. And I think that's exactly what happened to the Chennai Heat. They converted a game which was tied in the middle of the third quarter into a 12-point lead going into the fourth quarter. A great move by the Chennai Heat.
So we can see some highlights here. And there is Chafee going to work. So the leading scorers for the Chennai Heat, Shaquem Johnson has 12, Vinder Singh has 12, and Keith Kiner has 12. While for Punjab, their leading scorer is Uche Dibiamaka with 10. And Stokely Chafee has 8. As we now get ready for fourth quarter action. 10 minutes in the ball game for the Punjab Warriors to try and erase this deficit, with Chennai on top 58-46, and the margin immediately grows to 14 as Johnson gets the finish at the rim. That's exactly what you want coming out of the break. Barker probing up top to Sandhu. Minaj firing, but only coming up short. And Stanwix is met by the formidable frame of De'Arne Samuel.
Probably a good move. He didn't want that fast break to start off and have a 4-on-5 situation there. Some fouls are good fouls. That's what I always say.
A veteran foul. Nonetheless, Chennai has the ball and is going to look to extend its lead from 14 to perhaps 16. Stanwix probing. This is Duffelmeyer firing from deep. And Barker coming up running after the rebound. And Samuel is going to be called for a push in the back against Duffelmeyer. He's arguing the call, but from where we're sitting, we had a perfect look at it, right?
Absolutely, that was a clear push. I would not have called it because we want some physicality in the game, but that was too much for our referees.
You wouldn't have called it?
I would have said play on.
If I'm coaching and you're not calling that, you're going to hear about it.
That's a T for you, sir.
All right, so it's Duffelmeyer with the ball for Chennai. And they lead by 14. Still early in the fourth quarter and time for Punjab to come back if they can get something going. Shaquem Johnson backing Barker down in the post, and Barker slaps it away. Samuel with the lead pass to Chafee, but it can't be corralled, and Chennai get it back. Singh puts it on the floor, finds Duffelmeyer, but he is stopped by Sandhu with a nice defensive play. 10 seconds on the shot clock, and Duffelmeyer with inbound it for Chennai. Comes open off the screen. Duffelmeyer gets it back with 5 seconds on the shot clock. He takes on Samuel and Barker, gets the offensive rebound off his own miss. Gets Vinder Singh open in the corner, and he finishes with a long 2. And that's exactly what Punjab did not want or need. Chennai up by 16 now. Here's Samuel going to work against Johnson, and he uses his strength and size to bull his way to the basket for a score and an N1 opportunity. Samuel's hard to stop in that sort of situation.
Absolutely, especially once he had that deep position in, there was only one way to stop him, which was jump on him with 2-3 people, not just one person. And once he had that space, all he had to do was just kiss it off the board. And the bank is open on this nice Tuesday morning.
So you're clearly advocating violence in an effort to stop Diane Samuel.
You got to do what you got to do.
As Samuel comes up short on the free throw, and Chennai comes up with the rebound. This is Dufelmeyer for Chennai. Working off the ball screens and can't connect with Stanwicks on the back cut. Punjab back in transition, can't finish, and that's a pretty obvious call against Lucas Barker coming over the back on the rebounding situation. Right now, with about 7.5 minutes left to go on a 14-point margin, Punjab can't waste an offensive possession. It's 62-48 for Chennai, and here's Dufelmeyer controlling the game. Majak short on the three. Punjab looking to push the pace, but having to settle for a half-court set. Barker goes in low to Chafee. Chafee double, doesn't kick it out. Now he finds the open man, and that open man is Diane Samuel. And he gets another finish and a foul and another chance at a three-point play. Again, he's having that impact.
Again, off the bench, this man has proved unstoppable in the post. Once he gets that low post position, it's 2 easy points. And if he can make his free throw, then Punjab has a good chance of coming back slowly into this game. They have 7 minutes, but they need to make the stops on the defensive end and cannot waste any offensive possession.
That's pretty much the sum of it for Punjab, with 7:07 left in the game and down by 12, and hoping it will only be 11 after Samuel's free throw. Short, an exact replica of his previous trip to the line. This is Kumar with the ball. Majak. Kumar turns the corner and tries the reversal, but is only met by about 3 Punjab Warriors on defense, and the ball goes out of bounds. As Samuel goes to the bench for a breather, replaced by Uche Dibiamaka. Dufelmeyer will inbound for Chennai with 7 seconds on the shot clock. Kumar catches, shoots, and can't get it to go. Dibiamaka is met by Stanwicks, who strips the ball and gets the finish. That's a great play by Jack Stanwicks. Barker gets the bank shot to go with a cricket applied, but they need more. It's Chennai 64-52, and we're ticking down towards 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Dufelmeyer sets the offense. He's controlled the tempo for Chennai pretty much all night, and Stanwicks would like that back again, I'm sure. Dufelmeyer, while not scoring a lot, has been pretty much an ideal point guard for Chennai tonight.
Pushing the pace, making sure they come back on defense, making sure the communication stays on. That's the hallmark of a true point guard, and that's what I think Dufelmeyer has been able to do in his time here.
So Punjab has possession with 6:02 left in the game, and they're down by 12. Chennai on top. And that's a nice play off the inbounds pass from Gurbaz Sandhu. They often say the most dangerous man is the man with the inbounds pass, and that was the situation as they executed pretty much an old-fashioned give and go. Kumar comes up firing at the other end for Chennai, and Chafee, a little untidy, gets the ball back and gets the finish with another big dunk. And just when that brings the margin back to 10, and again has the potential to light a fire under the Punjab Warriors. Chennai Heat coach Everard Bartlett quickly calls a timeout. Let's get into the huddle and hear what he's got to say.
All right, we're going to run our sideline out of bounds play. Our sideline out of bounds. Okay? So we're going to bring it up. Check, you got the ball. And then down there. Okay? Keith, here. Shaq. All right, Shaq. You'll be down here. All right? Down pick. Coming up. All right? And once you do that, you go to the corner. Shaq, you're coming up there. You're the second. Aveen's the first. Aveen, you're going to go under the hoop. You're coming off. Shaq, you're going to rescreen. He's going to come back. And then you're sitting there back pick for Shaq to go to the hoop. Okay? Here we go. Team on three. 1, 2, 3. Team. Let's go. Let's go.
So 5.5 minutes left, and it's an 8-point game, 64-56 for the Chennai Heat. Stanwicks with the ball, looking to make something happen. He gets it to Johnson, and that's another untidy possession for Chennai, which is not what they want coming out of the timeout. That's the sort of thing that drives coaches mad.
Absolutely. I can see Coach E trying to make sure that he doesn't give away too much of his emotions, but that was a really sloppy play.
This is Dibiamaka getting to the rim, and that's a great finish. And suddenly, the margin is 6. So when it looked like Chennai had the game under some sort of control, it's now back in the balance, and their lead and their win is in jeopardy as Kumar is short and Sandhu comes up with the rebound. Dibiamaka works off Chafee's screen. He pulls up and Chafee can't corral the rebound, and it's going to be Chennai ball. So we've got substitutions, and Duffelmeyer comes back in after a very brief rest. That's exactly what they need.
I think coach was like, 6-point game is nothing. It's just 2 3-pointers. We have 4.5 minutes. That's an eternity in basketball, fourth quarter terms. You need some offense. You need that communication to be flowing through. You can't have lazy possessions.
So this is Duffelmeyer up top for Chennai, who need a steadying basket, and he draws the foul on Principal Singh. And that's 4 fouls on Principal Singh. 1 more and he will have to leave the game. Duffelmeyer again takes over for Chennai. 7 on the shot clock as he looks to break down the big man in a one-on-one situation. And he gets the ball to fall. Wanted the call but didn't get it, but nonetheless he'll take the bucket and move on, nudging Chennai back out to an 8-point lead. And Punjab comes up with a turnover and a little bit of breathing space again for Chennai. Duffelmeyer steadies. Chennai not in any hurry. They're going to kill the clock as much as they can. Kumar back to Duffelmeyer up top, but the shot clock gets to 8. Again, they get the isolation on the big man who's in foul trouble, but they turn it over. Here's Dibiamaka, and that could well be an unsportsmanlike foul. And a couple of free throws and possession, which it is. Put your referee's hat on, Ash, and explain that one to the viewers.
It's an unsportsmanlike foul. If you're an NBA fan, you'll know it as a take foul. But what they mean is you made no attempt to touch the ball. Your attempt was purely at the player who was about to score. So that's an unsportsmanlike foul. It has nothing to do with the ball.
So Dibiamaka makes the first free throw. And it's back to 7-point game with just under 3.5 left in the contest. And he makes the second. And it's now a 6-point game, 66-60, with 3:24 left in the game. Here's Dibiamaka on the wing. Finds Chafee, and Chafee with a big throwdown dunk and a little swing to finish. Chafee has put on a show for the fans here and at home tonight, no question about it. Here's Dufelmeyer again, matched up against the big man. Kiner goes down the baseline, and there is a big finish from Keith Kiner. Here's Chafee trying to make something happen, and he does. What a big play by Chafee after a very big play by Kiner. There has been some highlights in this one tonight.
Absolutely a treat for all of us to watch here at the THYAGRAJ Sports Stadium in Delhi.
Chafee makes the first. Chafee misses the second, but Punjab comes up with the offensive rebound. Barker fires for three. Can't get it, but they get another chance through another offensive rebound. They swing it, and here's Sandhu for three. He can't get it to go, and Chennai comes back with Dufelmeyer. So we've got some sort of debate here over whether it's goaltending or whether it's going to be out of bounds. And I think they're going to say it's just out of bounds. Nonetheless, there's 2:05 left in this contest. Chennai up 68, or rather 70-63. So they did rule it was goaltending. Goaltending means that you cannot touch the shot on the way down from the peak of its arc or after it's touched the backboard. And that was the case there as Chennai got the bucket. And it was a bucket they really needed to steady the ship. Here's Kiner firing from deep, and Kiner with a three that may well have sealed this contest. And it is a three that makes the difference. A good one in Chennai's favour, and has prompted a timeout by the Punjab Warriors. And in a minute, we're going to hear from Punjab Warriors coach, Andrew Harms.
And I've got Baz here, yeah. So, Baz, you're just going to swap with Ooch, so you're coming out, Ooch will roll it in, we're going straight into a quick Spain. Make sense? So you're going to start underneath, get him, you're going to loop straight in, Stokely hit it, roll, play off that. We've got to be really quick. Then down this end, we're just going to look for that quick trap, initial quick trap. So when we get a score or a make, we're looking at a quick trap, we've got to try and get more possessions here as quick as we can. Don't have to be foul, but be aggressive, trying, and everyone's off and playing a lane. Yep, let's try and turn that our way. Here we go.
Punjab on three, 1, 2, 3. Good job. Hey, keep it up, let's go. If he's not, we're just going to ISO, get him a look. Get him a look. Defense. 1, 2, 3, defense.
right, let's go down to the sidelines. Here's Ryan James.
Hey Grant, quickly, it's just a quick baseline move that the coach has drawn. And once they switch up on offense, he wants them to quickly attack the board and get that move to get the basket.
So Punjab are down by 10 with about a minute and a half left in the contest, and they really need to make something happen here. But as has been the story, they waste the opportunity as Kaina makes the steal and is fouled as he goes to the rack. And you could throw several players into the discussion about the MVP of tonight's game, but I think Keith Kaina might be at the top of that discussion.
He's on top of my discussion, definitely. He's provided the energy that is required. He's provided the excitement. He's provided those clutch plays right there. And right now he almost had a pick six convert straight into a dunk, which would have sent Chennai easily in front.
Hey, you got five. Oh, that's us.
Kaina can't get the free throw to go. And in something of the story of their night, the Warriors track down the rebound but only succeed in going out of bounds. So with 122, 121 left in the game, it's Chennai by 10, 73-63, as Duffelmeyer gets set to inbound the ball. He lobs it for Kaina, and Kaina gets an easy finish. For Chennai to surely put this game on ice. Kaina now with 17 points for the contest. And he has been outstanding for Chennai. What have you made of Keith Kaina?
Excitement, effective play, and energy. Oh, this is all three. 3 E's. Yes, the 3 E's of Kaina. Great game today. I think he's brought in the exact amount that is required, especially in a high intensity game like this. The game was tied, if you remember, very close to halftime. At the third quarter is when they sort of broke away, but then Punjab brought it back, and he has told them, listen, it's over, I'm getting the MVP, I'm going to have the talk with the post-match commentators, but don't worry about it, I'm going to take you on my back. Let's just make sure that this game is done with.
So with a minute 6 left in the contest, and Chennai ahead by 12, 75-63, we have to take a break while the staff here at THYAGRAJ Sports Complex realign the basket that Punjab is attacking. After a few of those dunks, it's been misaligned, shall we say.
That's stack play, I call stack.
And this will give the coaches a free timeout.
I feel for the rim though. I feel for the rim. The rim has seen a lot of posters, a lot of hanging on the rim.
Okay. Left. As you come off it, left.
This is not the sort of delay you want in a game when you're trying to put it to bed. So Punjab has broken its huddle, but Everard Bartlett's making the most of this unofficial timeout for the Chennai Heat. And I think given the situation of the game, they may well either just finish out with the basket at an angle, or they go the old-fashioned way and someone jump up and just yank it across and back to where it should be. And Shaquem Johnson, who has done a lot of hard work tonight, is doing more hard work by helping the stadium staff push that basket back to the correct angle. It's been a good night's basketball again tonight here at THYAGRAJ Sports Complex, and it really has again set the stage for what's going to be a great season to unfold. finally, we're ready to go. And Chafee has 2 free throws for Punjab and makes the first. Chafee now has 14 points for the game along with 6 rebounds. Makes it 15 and cuts the gap to 10. Full court defense from Punjab, hoping for a turnover, but they don't get it. And Chennai will wind down the clock as far as they can. Garrett with the foul to send Chennai to the line. So the strategy is they're going to try and foul, hope that Chennai miss enough free throws and they can score quick enough inside the last minute of the game to pull off a miracle. Do you believe in miracles, Ash?
I do believe in miracles, but my prediction predicates that Chennai should win by 5 points, so I'm hoping that there's a 5-point swing, but not much. And a missed free throw is a great way to keep that dream alive.
Well, Arvinder Singh has helped the possible miracle. And he misses the second, and Punjab comes up running. This is Boston Maslan firing. And Kumar with the rebound. Johnson deflected out of bounds, and the ball will go back to Chennai with 51 seconds left and a 10-point lead. Keith Kiner leaves the game and deservedly gets a bunch of high fives from his teammates on the bench. Kiner has been outstanding tonight and is surely the game MVP with 19 points and 3 rebounds. And in that, a couple of big threes and a couple of big dunks. He has been his own highlight package. .45 seconds left, and Punjab inbounds the ball to Chafee. He tries to get to the rim and is fouled yet again, and he'll shoot a pair of free throws. Chafee is 3 of 5 from the charity stripe tonight, and hoping to make it 5 of 7. And that foul on Arvinder Singh is his 5th, and he is disqualified from the game. But it would seem his exit will have no impact on the final result.
We're all praying for a miracle, but let's see how this goes. Okay.
So Chafee misses the first and wants to talk about it with someone. He misses the second, and Duffelmeyer comes up with it, and the referees have put the whistle away here until they have to make a call. With 32 seconds left.
I think we can call this one.
I think that's a safe call by you.
It's a safe call.
As Duffelmeyer goes to the free throw line and drains the first. Duffelmeyer has played a nice point guard's game tonight with 12 points, 7 rebounds and 5 assists. That's a nice tidy package that he gets the second to go.
Get back, get back.
As Punjab makes some changes and Stokely Chafee goes to the bench for the final 30 seconds. And Bruches Tiwari comes in and is called for a double dribble under pressure from the Chennai Heat defence. So Chennai will get at least one more shot with about 27 seconds left in the game. Stanwick's up top. Now to Duffelmeyer, guarded by Maslin. He swings to the corner and it comes to Kumars. To Stanwick's up top, and his three-point attempt goes in and out. But it is of little consequence as Punjab tries to finish with a flourish. But at the end, it is Chennai Heat with a 12-point victory, 77-65. A 19-19 fourth quarter, but at the end of the day, an excellent win for Chennai Heat.
Absolutely, they will be loving that they started off their campaign with a win against one of the tough teams in the INBL, a 12-point win, a massive third quarter, propelling them to that victory. Dunks galore for the fans and great basketball for the purists of the game.
So as we take a look at the top scorers, Keith Kiner led everyone with 19 points on Kiner with 19 points on 8 of 9 shooting and 3 rebounds, while Shaquem Johnson added 14 and Arvinder Singh also had 14 points. And there's Kiner going up top with a big finish. He had several dunks tonight and was a really exciting package that he put together. Tad Duffelmeyer played a great point guards game with 13 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. While for the Punjab Warriors, Stokely Chafee led the way with 15 points, followed by Ushe Dibiamaka with 14 points and 5 assists. They were the only 2 Punjab scorers in double digits, and that probably tells the story of their game as well.
Punjab probably didn't find the rhythm that they wanted through the game. There were a couple of people who had the ball. They were able to make those plays, but I think it's still too early in the league to say anything. Probably not the greatest day for them. Definitely, I'm sure there's a lot of lessons to be learned, but don't count this Punjab's team out. They are named Warriors for a reason. Big fight back, I'm expecting.
Indeed, there's still a long way to go in INBL Pro U25 this season. The competition is only a month long, but there's plenty of games to be played. And there's going to be plenty of action like that from Stokely Chafee and Keith Kiner. Both of them went upstairs tonight and finished with some nice flushes. And that's the sort of thing that is going to bring the fans to the stadium and to their TVs. So again, we get a look at the final score. It's 77-65. And let's go down to Dhruv, who has got Punjab coach Andrew Harms.
Coach, I'm standing here right here with the head coach of the Punjab Warriors. Andrew Harms, first of all, it's an honor to be standing in your presence. I know you're an absolute legendary coach. First game in the season, what are some of the things that worked well for you, some of the things you feel like your team could have done better?
Look, I think the continuity was pretty good. We've only been together for, a session, not all of us, so a good opportunity to see the league. The physicality was definitely a factor for us and a great learning experience. It was good to get out here, meet the group, and get to see what they're like under the pressure of a game like this.
Awesome. Are there some certain things you learned, some takeaways from your players, some keys? Because this is the first game. It's your first game as a head coach, especially with the Indian guys. It's a different kind of people you're coaching. Is there some things you learned about your players today?
Yeah, look, we're definitely going to be skilled. The offensive execution came in and spits and starts, but that's going to be part of it. This is our first game. And then we learned that defensively, when we sit down and defend and we ensure that we're not giving up too many offensive rebounds, it really brought us back into that game. So I was really impressed with their effort and their energy. We just got to build a good learning point for us is building on that physicality and understanding that we're going to have to play off 2 feet. And when the defense is aggressive, we're going to have to be able to match that at both offensive and defensive end.
Awesome. You hear here from the legendary coach. A special shout out to somebody though. Here you go.
Yeah, quick shout out to my kids, Nash, Banksy and Airlie. Dad loves you, and to my beautiful wife, Carly, too. So got a nice shout out. Thank you.
Shout out to the family. Thank you for your time, coach. Appreciate it. I'm going to throw it to you, Ryan. He's going to be with the head coach of the Chennai Heat.
We're joined by Coach Bartlett. Coach Bartlett, the first game of the season, you've come out with a big win. How does it feel?
Oh, look, it always feels good to get the first win. As a coach, you're never satisfied though, and we've got to make sure that our players are always trying to improve. I feel that there's some good stuff, but there's a lot of things that we need to improve on.
So I was listening to you throughout most of the timeouts, and one thing I've observed is that you're a very defense-oriented coach. And I think eventually the defense you had in mind came through because you got the stops along with transition baskets. So what are your thoughts? How happy are you with the defense that your team brought through?
Look, it's all about energy, effort. I mean, I preached that from the start. Energy and effort. We need to compete for every possession. We're a team that has the capability to do so. That is one of our strengths. Teams are just getting familiar with each other. So as the season gets on, teams are going to get harder and harder to beat because these are world-class coaches that are here right now in India. They are smart coaches. The more they have with their team, the better their teams are going to be. And we know that.
That's awesome, Coach. So thank you so much, and congrats on the win, and all the best for the rest of the season.
You're welcome. No worries.
Thank you so much. That is the coach. And now we will move forward to the MVP. Keith, my friend, congratulations.
Appreciate you.
So how does it feel, the first game of the season? You've come in and you are the MVP.
It feels great. I owe it to my team, owe it to my coach. We came in with a game plan. We knew that if we had defense and we came in with the more pressure and the more effort, we was going to come out with this game, and I believe we did that.
So one thing is clear, that you've already become a fan favorite here in India. How does it feel, like interacting with these kids, all of them running around?
It feels great. It feels great. The energy in India is amazing. I love it here, and I can't wait to come back and play another game.
Awesome. So one last thing. So you hit a clutch 3 when the opposition got kind of close, and you were celebrating, right? So I'm going to make you do something. So basically, Chennai Heat, in Chennai, they speak Tamil. So in Tamil, this guy says, I will take care. And yeah, so the way it's done in Tamil is, he says, Senjiruwe. Yeah, so you look at the camera and say, Senjiruwe.
Senjiruwe, baby!
That's our MVP, Keith. Thank you so much, Keith.
Thank you. Okay, is it okay if I shout somebody out real quick?
Yeah, for sure.
Shouting out the people back home, Dariantes, nephew Dame. I'm watching, I'm seeing y'all. Coming from a small town, we can make it overseas and make it big. Let's go.
There we go. Thank you so much. And that is Keith from the Chennai Heat.
Well, there you go. There was MVP of the game, Keith Kiner. And Keith Kiner has to come up again tomorrow night as the Chennai Heat go back-to-back games against the Gujarat Stallions. The Stallions lost their opening game of the competition, so it's going to be interesting to see how they regroup. And Chennai is going to be coming off a real high from tonight.
Absolutely. I think the biggest battle that I'm going to be interested in is watching Bala Dhaneshwar versus Arvind. They are Tamil Nadu backcourt mates, and they will now be facing each other, which I don't think they would like to do. But that's what it is.
And there we go. We've wrapped up night 3 from the THYAGRAJ Sports Centre. This is Inbl Pro U25.